Wandile Setlobo, hoof landbouekonoom by Sakekamer Agbiz, sluit nou via Skype by my aan. Wandile, it's lovely having you back on the show. When we spoke to you the previous time, it was still pre-harvest season on a lot of the crops. Do we have a better idea of the performance of agriculture this year and its contribution to our economy?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Divan. It's actually been really a good season. I mean, we had the second largest maize harvest, third largest soybean harvest, record harvest on citrus. And in terms of how much this Divan has contributed to growth, we've seen double-digit numbers on the first and the second quarter of the year. And now for the overall year, we think that South Africa's agricultural GDP will grow by roughly 10%, Divan. And there are some institutions that are more optimistic than us, like BFEP, who are looking at a 13% growth on a year-on-year basis. So overall, it's really a good year. But Divan, there are a few subsectors that are not as positive, like the wine, the tobacco, and also the floriculture to a certain extent. But overall, it's been a good season.
So when I speak to some of my farming friends, specifically in grain, they say that they've never reached these kinds of commodity prices. What's driving the prices at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, they are 100% correct there, Divan, because with the second biggest harvest on the history of the country, you wouldn't see prices really trading at levels above 3,000, which is up by more than 20% compared to last year. And there's really about three major factors, Divan, behind that. The weaker exchange rate is one factor. And the second point is a growing demand for South Africa's agricultural products, particularly from the Far East countries like your Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam, just amongst the countries that are buying a lot of South African maize. And also just a generally higher global commodity prices, which are supported by that growing demand out of China. You will remember, Divan, that last year China was devastated by the African swine fever, which affected its pig industry. This year, they are rebuilding and buying a lot of commodities, and that's providing a lot of support to the market globally and filtering through also to South Africa.
So when our South African consumers spend their most money either on fuel or diesel and then obviously on food, do you have any idea of how our food price inflation is going to look like for 2021?
Yeah, actually, Divan, it's actually been better even for consumers, because food price inflation, although commodities are at these higher levels, have not, the pass-through of that to consumers have somewhat been muted. If you look at the past 9 months, for example, of this year, you will see that food price inflation, Divan, is averaging around about 4.3% or so. Now, for the year, we think that this year it could average anywhere less than 5%. And going on into next year, food price inflation should hover around about 4.5% or so. And these are better levels, Divan, because you will remember 2015-16, we were seeing food prices rising on double digits levels. So these are still accommodative levels for consumer.
You would imagine that because of COVID, consumers globally are losing their employment, and that would have a converse effect, obviously, on the demand for our agricultural products. Is that true, or do we still see that the demand for South African products are going to look as good as it is right at the moment?
I think right now, Divan, we're still on good footing as people are losing up jobs and obviously cutting on spending on other products. The agricultural sector remains at least with some bit of a solid demand to a certain extent. I mean, if you were to look, for example, at the exports for the first 2 quarters of this year, we were still seeing good numbers for each quarter, exporting north of $2 billion of agricultural products out of South Africa. And in fact, for the second quarter of 2020, we're still seeing exports around about 16% higher than last year on the same quarter, or in values terms. So the demand is still there, but obviously we saw a little bit of a switch this time around, with Africa coming on as a leading market, followed by the EU, while it used to be the other way around in some quarters, and obviously Asia remaining also an important market. Yeah. We think that going forward, the demand will remain solid, but for some products, the higher end value products, we're worried about that, particularly the demand from the African continent, because we do see there 2021 going into 2022 that the per capita GDP income might decline, and that might influence the household spending.
Wandile, thank you so much for your time. Always insightful. Thank you so much. Die landboubedryf is een van Eskom se grootste kliënte. Die bal is aan die rol vir die volgende ronde van kragtenders in die regering se elektrisiteitsplan, maar rol dit in die regte rigting en rol dit vinnig genoeg? Wel, ons neem 'n kort advertensiebreek en bespreek dit hierna. Bly waar jy is.